What's the most unattractive thing a person can do? I'd say laughing at the struggles of the disadvantaged. That can be anything from somebody who laughs at someone who can reach a high shelf, to somebody who laughs at someone for not knowing English. It's just an ugly thing to do. If you find humor in the pain of people who are already in a difficult place, it's pretty clear that you don't have much empathy in your heart. And for me, empathy is one of the most attractive qualities. If they can't empathize, how can you possibly expect to have an equal relationship with them? Somehow when I'm with them, someone who usually responds to my texts within 30 minutes does so nearly instantly. Clicks by. It was more like a few hours at a time, to be clear. One with someone I've been dating for more than 2 years, she ended it, who saw it coming? And yet another friendship crumbled. They were not interested in me, so absolutely. Or, if they were, they reacted strongly when I mentioned it and insisted it was quite normal. However, they weren't reliable friendships. I'm gonna go with what other people are saying. Number 1 unattractive trait for anyone is being discourteous for no reason other than to be a dick, asshole, bully, push, whatever they think is right, whatever you wanna call it. I knew someone like this many years ago, and they always tried to say I'm USD at BLNPRSLN or dumb shit like that. Breaking news: you can be truthful, honest without being a massive cunt. I was at a frat party at a private 4-league university, and we were at a bar pro gaming. This kid in a golf shirt and khaki shorts that rose above his knees, I know it, orders around for everyone in the bar and goes, "I guess daddy will be buying this," while waving around a credit card. Apparently I was the only one who thought it was a joke. Shouldn't have been surprised considering the setting. It was almost too cliché. First week of college, my roommate's BF shows up with his roommate, Tate. Me and Tate were left alone for a couple minutes. We were chatting and he was going to show me something in his wallet. Then he was like, "Oops, I almost dropped my Gucci wallet," while smirking at me, vomiting face. I've never felt so grossed out or embarrassed for someone in my life. Use ignorant language when talking about people different to them. And I don't even just mean derogatory racist language, either. I'm physically disabled, and I hate with a passion the word handicapped. That word has an entirely different meaning, and I do not fall under that category, so people don't call me that. Fall into the event horizon of a black hole. This one chick was all up on me at a bar one time, and I was down, believe me I was. But then her body got spaghettified into a long strand in atom's thickness, moving at relativistic speeds, and I was like, "Alright honey, I'm out." I hate when you're on a first date and your date says something really racist or demeaning about another person. Think about this: on a first date, this person is putting their best foot forward. Can you imagine what they will be like once you really get to know them? I find entitlement extremely unattractive. It manifests in many ways, like being rude to staff, demanding stuff, selfishing, self-centeredness, expecting unreasonable things. Just fucking nah, don't care if you're Playboy grade 1010. "You're ugly to me." Put other people down for their appearance. It's disgusting. I'm a woman and I love both women and men, and I'm not going to sit there and listen to anyone dehumanize people. So unattractive and an instant turn off. That snorting, inhaling, nose clearing followed by the throat clearing sound that always gives me the impression that they now have some kind of disgusting blob of mucus and throat scraping ready to spit. Lie about unimportant things. Be racist. Take advantage of others. Disregard everyone else's feelings or well-being. Self-centeredness. There are a lot of things I find disgustingly unattractive. There's a special place in hell for those who put toilet paper that rolls against the wall instead of outward, and those who squeeze the toothpaste from the middle of the tube instead of the end. I had a friend who I really liked. Then we played a board game together and she was the biggest sore loser I've ever seen. Immediately changed my opinion of her. Like, come on, it's just a game. I got to father-daughter duo at the AA gate in SFO 5 minutes to board. Dad is flossing. Yes, flossing his teeth while his daughter is applying roll-on deodorant, liberally. People who can't laugh at tragedy, yes, these things are awful. Even Auschwitz had a comedy show though. Sometimes laughing at misery makes it more bearable. Self-entitlement, especially when it shows itself through treating others badly or expecting to be treated better than they are prepared to treat others. Abuse of any kind. Screaming, name-calling, disrespectful body language, humiliation tactics in a group setting, and exclusion. All are equally shit. Start cussing like a sailor in front of me immediately after meeting. Not everyone talks like that or is comfortable being around those who do. Going out of their way to be unkind, especially to people they view as beneath them. Also being unkind to animals. That's a deal breaker 100. Show emotions as a man. Don't do that, soldier. Been there. They will tell you that you can be weak. That you can cry and complain. It's a bait. Disrespect their mother. A guy did it in front of me on our second date. She lived next door and I could never look at him the same. Gross. Brag about themselves. Somebody who practically ignores what anybody says and always tries making the conversation about themselves. I lost my younger sister to an abuser and was never charged, so being a domestic abuser is the complete opposite of attractive. When having a conversation and someone is attempting to shut down one's excitement about a topic that they are passionate about, take a shit and then farm or blow into the toilet, leaving it unflushed with the lid open and the door to the bathroom wide open. Smoking cigarettes. It's disgusting, costs a bunch of money, and is hugely detrimental to the health of anyone around him. Pull down their pants and say, "Lick my butthole, bitch." I'd just laugh if that was the case and shove a broom handle in them. Pick their nose in the gym while looking in the mirror, then picking up dumbbells that everyone else is going to use after. Gonna get a lot of flack for this. But, being morbidly obese. Sorry not sorry, it typically shows a lack of self-control. Smoke. I don't care how physically attractive you are, the second I see you smoking, you become infinitely unsexy to me. Be a genocidal serial killer, rapist, pedophile, cannibal who is extremely ugly, smells really bad, and is really into ska. People who cancel plans at the planned time, plan to hang out at 3 and plans get cancelled at 3 for some dumb reason. Getting a pineapple stuck in their ass and asking strangers on the street for help might be a quite high on the list. Have some of their own shit deliberately on their hand and then shake hands afterwards. I'm talking to you, Shane. Make fun of something you're interested in. Bad hygiene, not brush teeth or wash hair enough or use deodorant. Seen this woman at Walmart 2 years ago rubbing her punani hands inside the pants, then she smelled it. Find humor in racism, misogyny, or just any kind of offensive jokes that aren't really jokes at all. Listen man, if she exists, that's good for me. At least she won't be pixels on my phone. Huge turn on. Force their beliefs and opinions onto you and act like a cranky baby for the smallest disagreements. That Kardashian look girls on social media tries to achieve. The fake ugly lips, fake darker skin. Be mean to children and animals, or just be mean needlessly cruel in general. Also small-mindedness. I'm gonna say it. Twerking. Not the most unattractive, but extremely off-putting. For me at least. Talk. A lot of conventionally attractive people stop being so the moment they open their mouth. Victimize themselves over everything, especially when they do it after they themselves fucked up. Left of center politically. It's a telltale sign of untreated or overtreated mental illness. Looks, nose piercings, facial piercings. Personality cockiness, the hunger for gossiping. Marginalize their kids to impress and prioritize their new selfish girlfriend, boyfriend. Zero hygiene. I'm not even going to get close to you if you really smell that bad. Be a horrible, unempathetic human being. That or smoking. Both are pretty gross. The most unattractive thing a person can do is send me an unsolicited dick pic. Chew with their mouth open. Especially if they chew, smack their lips loudly. Americans who make their political affiliation their entire personality. Send texts to others all the time while you're hanging together. See ya. Have the flu with vomit and diarrhea coming out of both ends constantly. The most? I don't know, probably like kill somebody. That's a turn off. Hey, I want you to read this book, it's my favorite. Atlas Shrugged. Stand at the counter at a gas station picking out lottery tickets. Switch personalities with their partner compared to their homies. Belittle someone else to make yourself look better or to impress. Their only source of conversation is gossiping about people. Ask Reddit, what's the most unattractive thing a person can do? Being attracted to things they shouldn't and abusing animals. Talk about themselves, non-stop. Brag, not humble about it. Treat people that they consider below them like garbage. Treat anyone as if they're above them for whatever reason. Have a dirty home and keep trash on their vehicle floor. Hawk a loogie in the street. Get a Kleenex, you savage. Belittle service staff. Followed closely by littering.